All right, good morning, guys. So this is the test corrections for the Chapter 11 Honors Geometry test. Apparently my shadow is going to show up on the screen here. But anyway, so these are the corrections. Shouldn't take too long. You guys didn't miss very much. First off, if you lost a quarter of a point because you didn't round correctly, then just round correctly and you get those quarter of the points back. Remember, to the nearest unit, so that means to the nearest cubic centimeter. So that basically is a whole number. That means round to the nearest whole number. Nearest unit always means whole number. So just rewrite those, and that'll get you that quarter of a point back. All right, so we really only have four questions to do: 11, 13, 14, and 16. So number 11 and asks you to find the volume of the solid to the nearest unit. Okay, and so what we have on number 11 is we have a cylinder. So we need to find the volume of the cylinder plus the volume of the cone. All right. So volume of a cylinder is pi r square h. Okay. So pi r, the radius is 2, and the height is 5. Okay. Plus the volume of the cone, which is 1/3 pi r square h. So that's pi r is still 2 square. All right, to find h, h is the whole thing has a height of 8, and the other has a height of 5. So 8 minus 5 is 3. So this should be 3. Okay. And the 3's obviously will reduce. So what I have is basically 2 squared is 4 times 5 is 20. So I have 20 pi, 2 squared is 4 plus 4 pi. So the answer is 24 pi. And if you take that to the calculator, that's going to be something like approximately 75.39 meters cubed. So to the nearest whole number, that's going to be 75 meters cubed. All right, you can pause or do whatever. Get ready to go to number 13. Thirteen says two rectangular prisms are similar, which means they have a ratio of A to B. All right, the measures of two corresponding sides are 3 centimeters and 5, so that's actually 3 to 5. What is the ratio of the surface areas? Okay, surface area is A squared to B squared, so that would be 3 squared to 5 squared, which would be 9 to 25. Okay. If it were volume, that's not this question, but if it were volume, then it would be A cubed to B cubed. Then you would do 3 cubed to 9 cubed, 5 cubed. That saves you a lot of work on SAT type tests. All right. Okay, next one, number 14, that's on the other side of the test. It says find, it's a partial cylinder, find your answer to the nearest unit again. All right, and so 14 says find the total surface area. Well, what we have is we basically have 3/4, we have 3/4 of a cylinder. So we're looking for the total surface area. So the total surface area would be the area of the two bases. Okay, there's 2 bases, but you only have 3/4 of those. So it's 2 times 3/4. And then the area of the base of the circle is pi r squared. So it's pi, and the radius is 8. 8 squared. So that would give me the area of the 2 bases plus the area of the lateral area, which is 3/4 of a cylinder, which would be 2 pi RH. R we said was 8, and the height is 25. Okay, plus inside we have 2 rectangles. There's 2 of those rectangles. Each of those rectangles is 8 times 25. Okay, so that basically is all the numbers. So we have 2 times 3/4 of pi r squared plus 3/4 2 pi rh plus 2 times base times height. So we just do some simplifying in here. So basically, let's see, 4 goes into 8 2 times, and that goes there 2 times. So basically, I have, let's call that 1.5 pi times 64 plus 2 times 25 is 50, times 2 is 100, times 3 is 300, 300 pi plus 2 times 8 is 16, times 25 is 400, okay? So basically, 1.5 times 64 times pi plus 300 pi plus 400 should end up being approximately 1644 inches squared, okay? And you guys finish out the rest of that with your calculator, but it should be 1644. If you remember, probably that will let me know, and I'll figure it out. Actually, while you're doing that, I'll see what I get on my calculator, okay? All right, so that should get you to just barely over 1644. All right, one last problem. All right, number 16 says find the volume of a regular 16. Find the volume of a regular hexagonal pyramid if each edge of the base is 6 feet long and the height is 15 feet. All right, so looking for the volume. All right, so the volume of rectangular hexagonal pyramid, so it's actually 1/3 the area of the base times the height, okay? So this is 1/3. The base is a hexagon, so that's going to be 1/2 the perimeter. The perimeter is going to be 6 sides times the length of each side is 6 times the apothem. Okay, and of course, if you draw your little triangle, equilateral triangle, 6, 6, 6. So basically, I draw my altitude, which is the apothem. And if this is 6, then opposite the 30 is 3, and opposite the 3. So 3 squared root of 3 would be the apothem. That's opposite the 60. So that's 3 square root of 3 times the height, which is 15. Okay, and basically 1/3 times 1/2 is 1/6. So actually that divides out one of the 6's. So we have basically 6 times 15 is 90 times 3 is 180. So basically, let's see, I'm sorry, got that wrong. 6 times 15, 90 times 3 is 270. So that's 270 pi feet cubed. And I would have accepted that as the answer. Didn't tell you how to do it, but the 270 pi then should be somewhere around approximately 467.7 feet cubed. All right, that's it. You guys did pretty well on the test. Not very much in the way of test corrections. So get that down, pause however long you want to, and we'll bring this to a close and then just email that to me. Later, guys.